Welcome everybody inside the Newman Gymnasiums. Ethan Moss alongside Avery Henningsen getting ready to bring you today's women's basketball matchup between the Husson University Eagles and the Thomas College Terriers. The Eagles looking to continue a little bit of a hot streak they've managed to put together. A couple straight wins over UMaine Presque Isle and Thomas last night, looking to stretch that to a 3-game win streak here again against Thomas. Thomas has had another good run on the women's side. 3 straight wins heading into last night before that loss. Looking to get back in the win column tonight in what we expect to be a pretty good matchup between these two teams. I think it's going to really come down to how Donovan keeps her run going as well. She's been on a bit of a tear recently, getting 38 points in a loss down at Maine Maritime Academy last week. So try to keep together that hot streak for Donovan, and we'll see how this plays out. Avery, it's going to be a good matchup, we think.
It should definitely be a good one here tonight. Ethan, you mentioned Donovan. She's been dominant lately. Obviously, kind of knew that coming into the season. He's one of the Eagles' all-time leading scorers and rebounders out there, and is just kind of one of those players that is very tough to guard at the Division III level. She's just kind of too big for a lot of teams. They can't out-rebound her. If she gets in around the basket, it's a little too easy for her to just kind of keep the ball away from people and just send it up into the hoop.
Donovan with close to 18 points per game on average and about 13 rebounds per game is her average. So very, very good for the Graduate Student Center as we get set to send it down to the public address announcer for our starting lineups.
And now, let's meet the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First for the visiting Terriers, a freshman guard from Martinsburg, West Virginia, number 2, Deja Hamilton. A graduate student forward from New Gloucester, Maine, number 10, Samantha Fortis. A senior guard from Oakland, Maine, number 13, Reed Zanicki. A freshman guard from Waco, Texas, number 23, Brooke Jones. And a graduate student guard from Oakland, Maine, number 44, Emily Parent. The Terriers are coached by Jason Coleman and assisted by Katie McAllister-Edge, Nicole DeRoss, Chad LeBrie, and Ryan Lane. And now the starters for your Husson University Eagles. At guard, a junior from Redmond, California, number 1, Sophia Torres-Reyes. At guard, a junior from Dallas, Maine, number 4, Sophia McVicker. At guard, a senior from Ellsworth, Maine, number 11, Trinity Montigny. At guard, a junior from Bradley, Maine, number 22, Hannah Richards. And at center, a graduate student from Iowa Falls, Maine, number 30, Kaylee Donovan. The head coach of the Eagles in her 33rd season is Kissy Walker. She is assisted by Randy Dodge, Lori Gott, and Steve Washington.
Those were your starting lineups. We'll go back through it one more time. Deja Hamilton starting at the 1 for the Terriers. Samantha Fortin right behind her. Bree Banicki, Brooke Jones, and Emily Parent. On the side of the Eagles, our usual starting 5, Sophia Torres-Reyes, Sophia McVicker, Trinity Montigny, Hannah Richards, and Bailey Donovan. Of course, coached by Kissy Walker. The Terriers by Jason Coleman in his 2nd year. Of course, we've seen some history today. Mentioned it on the broadcast of the men's side. Coach Caruso passing Coach Bruce McGregor as the Husson program all-time wins leader with 555 wins in his tenure as head coach of the men's basketball team. Kissy Walker, the winningest coach on the women's side. Donovan will win the tip-off with relative ease. And here's Torres-Reyes off to Richards. Vicker back to Torres-Reyes inside of the post for Donovan. This one rolls out and rebounded by Richards through a little bit of contact. Richards long pass over to Torres-Reyes. She'll put up a 3. Got it. That's how this game will start. A 3-ball from Sophia Torres-Reyes. Eagles out in front 3-0 over the Terriers.
And Torres Reyes, a big addition this season for the Eagles. Obviously coming in as a transfer student, has started every single game on the season for Husson and has been one of their big contributors out there.
That 3 attempt was by Parent. Just goes too strong off the back iron. McVicker thought about it, drives in, back out. Torres Reyes inside now to Donovan as they look far wing to Montigny, drives in, lays up, and good. Montigny with a nice cut inside, able to get that off the glass. Now here's Hamilton with it. Over Benicki. Trying to break free now. Fortin going in. Back to Hamilton. Pulls up. This one rattles out. Rebounded, collected by McVicker. Stretches the floor to Montigny on the wing. Donovan goes cross court. Richards drives in, off the glass and in. Good run for the Eagles to start off 7-0 these opening minutes.
Yeah, and last night the Eagles went up on Thomas 24-12 in that first quarter and didn't really look back at all in the rest of that game. And it looks like it's starting again here tonight.
Baseline attempt there. No good from Fortin. That one, quick turnovers. Richards goes back the other way, gets that one swatted down. But collected by the Eagles, another 3-ball. That one's good from Montigny, and a quick timeout from the side of the Terriers. Quick blazing start, a couple of threes for the Eagles. What do you got to talk about now? Starting the game down in the hole 10-0. That's not how you want to start it.
Yeah, this Thomas team coming out here, I think coming off a tough loss last night. Obviously the Eagles very dominant in that victory, and coming out here tonight, I think this Eagles team, the most dangerous they look is when they're making those 3-point shots. That's when they can be scary. Obviously, it's hard to guard Bailey Donovan down there, but really sometimes a lot of teams have been just letting her score and trying to guard everybody else. And right now this Eagles team, everybody else is making those baskets, which is not a good thing for this Thomas team.
Yeah, sometimes you can choose to give up shots when a team's shooting 31% from beyond the arc. It'll be a little difficult when you've got a 18-point per game scorer in the post as well. That one stolen by Richards on a good move inside. She goes back the other way, feed pass in. Torres Reyes off the glass, can't get it. Donovan rebound. And she is fouled, gets the basket as well. She'll go to the line. Chance for the N1.
Yeah, and the thing you see right now already, there's no one on this Thomas team who can really even compete with Donovan whatsoever in that height department. I think Thomas right now probably their tallest player in that kind of 5'9", 5'10" range out there on the court. Donovan sitting at well over kind of 6'2", 6'4" out there. We'll see how that plays out here tonight.
Deep three knocked down by Brooke Jones. Right in front of the Eagles bench. Now here's Torres Reyes, going to drive inside, pull-up jumper, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Donovan. It'll be Terriers' ball.
And I think that's really how this Thomas team needs to score here tonight. You're not going to be able to score in and around the basket going up against Donovan. Very strong defender, also has that height advantage. This Thomas team is going to have to get it done out on the wings.
Here's Parent, gets it back out. Now cross-court long pass to Hamilton, inside now to Fortin. Back to Hamilton, trying to get around Richards. She gets it to Benicki, drives inside. Doesn't decide to go challenge Donovan. And the drive inside by Hamilton results in the foul. Terriers will keep that possession.
And they're going to have to get up a shot here quickly, Ethan. Only 4 seconds left on that shot clock. So it's pretty much going to have to be an inbound shot here.
Quick shot. Rattles around and able to secure the rebound are the Terriers. And a double dribble is called against Benicki. Eagles take back over. Montigny inbounds. Torres Reyes full court press comes out for the Terriers. They get around that. Here's Richards on the short wing. Torres Reyes now top of the key, going to direct some traffic with this play develop. Going to drive inside left side, left-handed, and can't get it. Donovan with a putback. And another second chance basket for the Eagles. Nikki tried to feed inside to Parent. takes it back out to Benicki. A little bit of space for Jones again, another three. This one goes well short. Eagles will have it.
Similar little press here. This Thomas team is coming out. The men's team tried to do the same thing against the Eagles. A little bit more pressure, I think, on the men's side than here tonight on this women's side. Definitely trying to take the ball away early against the Eagles.
There's McVicker for three. Hamilton drives quickly. Parent back out. Benicki now inside. Donovan couldn't get her hands on this one, but stolen by Montigny. Back the other way quickly. She draws a foul and will inbound as we get about a line change here for the Terriers. All 5 starters will come off.
Husson right now 3 of 3 from the three-point range. They've definitely been shooting well against this Thomas team.
Cook comes into the game for the Eagles, as well as Kaylin Porter and Carly Price. They will get to see some playtime early in this game. Eagles already up 5-15. Price inbounds. McVicker has it. This one swatted down. Way to get up there from Elena Alderman. Alderman and Coolin into this game. A couple more. Yarabel Pena. Here's Donovan. Can't get this one to fall, but gets that rebound back. Puts it back up and gets it this time. Hannah Isaac into the game as well for the Terriers.
Yeah, you saw that height come into play there on that one, Ethan. Donovan missed that first shot and then got her own rebound. She does that a lot. Very good at trying to get those second chance plays.
Back around, Pena now inside. There's Isaac working against Donovan. The double team, that one rejected. Donovan has it, gives it off to Price. And here come the Eagles back. Find Cook now. McVicker top of the key, trying to work her way around Donovan's screen. Drives in, runs right into that contact. Able to draw the foul is Hannah Coolin. The offensive foul gives the ball back to the Terriers.
A nice play there by Coolin. I don't think McVicker even really saw her. She was looking right. Coolin managed to get kind of right in her face on the left side of her body. Nice play by Coolin to plant those feet, take that foul.
There's Coolin back to the other side. Keep reversing this long pass. Almost goes over the head of Alderman. Drives inside, puts up a prayer almost. That one, awkward shot. This one back out to Coolin for three, off the rim. LePage can't get the rebound. Fresh in for Donovan on the side of the Eagles as Cook takes it up the court. Sassy in the corner, rims, and LePage collects that rebound, tries to get it onto the floor. Diving for it was Porter. The Terriers come up with it. There's Pena again. Back over to Alderman. Another three ball. This one way wide off the hands of Coolin. That one rolls out of bounds. It'll be Eagles ball. $17-point advantage here in these opening minutes of this first quarter. Here's LePage back out to Cook. Thought about it inside. Sassy up to the key. Now with Carly Price. Cook tried to get around that screen. LePage couldn't quite set it. And a steal there for Pena. Over to Hannah Isaac trying to drive in on Porter. Kicks it back out, straightaway three is wide. Out of bounds, Eagles ball.
Yeah, Thomas is getting some shooting opportunities here against Husson. They just haven't been getting anything to fall against the Eagles. Right now, Husson doing well on the offensive end to try to get at least some of their baskets to fall. This Thomas team just not really clicking on the offense.
Here's Sassy into the trap. Gets that pass away, knocked out of bounds by the Terriers. It'll stick with the Eagles. 12 on the shot clock. Price inbounds. Porter has it. Cook straightaway three. Off the glass. Rebound collected by Cabwalo. There's Isaac with it driving in on LePage. Lost the handle and Price comes up with it. Into the corner for Porter. Drives in towards the post. Can't get it. Steps out of bounds. Couldn't get that angle around the defender in Pena. Here comes Coolin. Quick feed pass is knocked down by Sassy. Good quick hands there. And a double dribble is going to be called on the Eagles. So the Terriers will take right back over on their side of the court. Coolin, quick pass in. This one knocked around. Playing pinball, and it goes on the side of the Eagles. That one last touched by, I believe, Cabwalo. Price works around the press, over to Cook. Good move, turns inside, and draws the foul.
Carries foul, number 24, Darrell Pena. Kirkworth needs third.
Foul assessed to Pena. Here's Cook, deep three. That one rattles in. Lauren Cook from 30 feet is able to knock it down. Quick pass. They try to stretch the floor for the Terriers. That one goes awry. Isaac can't get it. Here comes Porter quickly on the fast break. Numbers advantage for the Terriers, and another foul called on Pena, and Porter will go to the line to shoot two.
This Eagles team has just been dominant so far, Ethan. Obviously up 20 here already in this first quarter, even more so than they were just a night ago against this same Thomas team. And it's kind of one of those demoralizing type feelings, I think, for a team that you couldn't manage to stop a team last night. Maybe thought about it over the night, kind of went through all that, went through the tape, tried to figure out what you could do differently, tried to do things differently, and it's just still not working against this Husson team.
Yeah, and absolutely, I think it's a great chance to show yourself as a coach and how you can respond to that. Back the other way now, Coolin over to Pena, floater, that one rolls out, Porter with the rebound. But it's about how you respond as a coach and how you get your team to respond to that. Again, it can be very demoralizing, but some good can come of it as well. Cook, another three. This one just too short. Rebounded by the Terriers. This one, free ball on the ground, picked up by Sassy. There's Price now, finds Porter. Quickly inside, that was a good cut. Ran into some traffic. Deep two is knocked down. And Sassy knocks down a two. Her first points of this first quarter. Terriers trying to drive in for just their second basket. This one goes. Cabwalo, good move inside. Gets it off the glass. Now 20 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Cabwalo didn't start this one, but one of the key contributors offensively for this Thomas team, averaging about 8.5 points per game, has really been one of their big additions on the season.
2 seconds left as that one bounces out of bounds. Shot too short from Coolin. 1.4 left on the clock. Eagles will just take it out. Lauren Cook with the fake there. Looked like she was about to heave it down the court.
Yeah, I don't think she wanted to hurt her three-point percentage on kind of a full court play. Up 22 now.
That's still a long ways to heave it from where she was in the court. But 27-5 is the lead for the Eagles. After the first quarter, we're going to be right back here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here out of the break, having a little problem with our scoreboard. Trying to get that fixed as soon as possible before we start this second quarter. That is the reason for the delay on the court right now.
And the Eagles will come out with a little bit of a different group out there. Obviously, you have Montigny and Donovan who started the game. But in addition to that, you got some new players out there as well. This is definitely going to be one of those games where the Eagles use that entirety of their bench. I believe the only player who didn't play last night out of that group was Jordan Lengel. It doesn't look like she's down there on the bench right now. But I think this is definitely going to be a night where the Eagles can use the entirety of their bench already up 22 here in this one. We'll see how it goes.
Well, using this delay, it's a great opportunity to remind everybody that if you've got the Chick-fil-A app downloaded and you live in the Bangor area, you got a free 5-piece nuggets courtesy of the men's basketball team from earlier today. There's a good move inside by Montigny to get that one up. And that opens the second quarter. Scoreboard issues now fixed. There's Coolin inside. Wallow over the top of Donovan. Can't get it to fall. Donovan last touches that one. Remain with the Terriers. Pena will inbound in the corner. Coolin guarded by Scanlon, or Beals rather. Trying to get something to get it back out. Pena still guarded by Beals. Tight leash on that one. Runs into Donovan. Shot goes straight up. Donovan gets the ball back down. Here comes Martinez. In the corner. Sees Donovan, can't get it in. Montigny, different angle, gets it off. Scanlon deep two, got it. 31-5, the lead right now for the Eagles.
Husson's hit a couple of those now that are just barely a step inside of that three-point line.
Good hands on defense from the side of the Eagles. Martinez and Beals getting in on that steal. So we're going to have this line change back to the starting five for the Terriers.
Yeah, and you see that strategy from a lot of teams. Sometimes it can be difficult mixing different groups of players together. It can be hard trying to figure out what group works well together. You can find those two distinct groups that work in tandem as a group, and it really helps teams just kind of have that line change out there.
Donovan inside, good move and a good finish. Her first points of the game. Terriers trying to drive in, can't get it. Here's Parent now. Switch off. Parent again, takes the three this time. Back iron, rebounded by Montigny. Here comes Martinez. Scanlon again, matches up with Parent, gets it across court to Montigny. Now Beals thought about the three, gonna post it up instead to Donovan, gets it back out. Martinez, top of the key, elects to pass. Montigny now inside, has help from Donovan. They kick it back out. Another deep two. This one rattles off. Donovan, the long rebound in the corner, has that one knocked away. Possession will stay with the Eagles. Right back to the inbounding Beals. Now three ball off the glass and in. Banks it in from Montigny.
I think that was a miss that just got a little bit lucky. You saw Montigny kind of cover her mouth after that one. I think that one was missed left, but managed to bounce up and in. Right now, the Eagles can't do anything wrong out there on the offensive end. It's been a dominant first half so far for Husson.
Drives inside on Donovan, kicks it back out. Parent, this one swatted away by Martinez, quick hands. Martinez also playing lacrosse here at Husson. Probably getting ready to start that season once this season ends. Shot clock expires for the Terriers. Eagles will take it back over. I know you're excited about both of the lacrosse teams this year. They're looking pretty good.
It'll definitely be a new year. I think for the men's team, lost a lot of their kind of senior group. Gunnar McAllister, one of the all-time leading scorers for the Eagles. Will be a big miss out there on the men's side. The women's side will be pretty much the same group out there that looked a lot better this season than in seasons past. Some of that new coaching staff that came in with the women's lacrosse program has really helped them out as well.
Well, spring sports are fun and all, but winter sports are going on right now. Here's Hamilton trying to get around Beals. Tries to go over the top of Donovan. That one falls way short, but the Terriers have it. They kick it back out, and that one's swatted out of bounds by Martinez.
Another one of those situations we saw earlier. Thomas here, 4 seconds left on that shot clock. Going to have to get a ball in and a shot quickly here.
Parent deep off the front of the rim. Almost had it. Here's Martinez now over to Montigny. Thought about it. Back to Martinez. Looking Donovan's way a lot. Tries to direct some traffic. Beals hoists up a three of her own. That one goes back iron. Rebounded by Montigny. Second chance. Gets it. Montigny with a good follow-up. Jones inside over Donovan. Gets the rebound back. This one knocked down. Sometimes you get the sense that Donovan is used to bodies flying around her. We've seen several Terriers hit the deck pretty hard in these last few minutes, and
yeah,
most of them as a result of Donovan.
As her career's gone on with the Eagles, she's kind of learned how to use kind of body weight herself to be able to just kind of crash around inside the paint there. You see that from the best centers in the world at the higher levels of basketball as well. That ability to just kind of out-physical the other players.
Eels drives inside off the back. And collected by the Terriers. They stretch it back the other way. That one, good hands again from Beals to go up there and knock that one down. And the quick pass off to Wyman. That one a three by Montigny just falls short. But Wyman the big now in the game. This one a three ball, rattles in. Hamilton, her second of the day. Makes this 39-8. Here's Martinez, cuts inside, has that one poked out of bounds. 4:24 left here in this second quarter. Haggerty comes in for Thomas. For Jones. And our first single substitution for the Terriers. Now Beals against Hamilton. Martinez decides, drives in, floater. This one not quite good. And almost collected by Wyman on the rebound. Martinez putting up a sky hook. There's Benicki, long pass to Hamilton. Gets it around. Now Haggerty. Good ball movement, can't get it to fall. That's been about the story of the Terriers. They've been able to get that ball around a lot of this defense, and when they get that open look, it just doesn't fall. Here's Scanlon inside, off the glass, rolls around and out. Haggerty has it.
Eagles on a little bit of a cold streak here in the last couple minutes. Haven't gotten a whole lot of baskets to fall. That's this Thomas team have had their good chances, just have been right around the rim.
That one waved off and a travel called. Sophia Torres-Reyes comes back in. Danielle Dow as well. Martinez and Montigny will take a break. Here's Hamilton. Tried to find a teammate, nobody there. Looking for Fortin. It's Haggerty deep now, 14 on the shot clock. Trying to get it around. Haggerty has to put it up. This one rattles in and around. Bounce pass inside, goes straight up, knocked away by Wyman. Terriers will keep it with 16 on the red clock. Richards will come in for Scanlon. Terriers inbound far side. Here's Benicki, gets it over. Hamilton again, another three. This one too strong, back iron. Collecting their own rebound are the Terriers yet again. Keeping this one alive so far. Great ball movement. He's been zipping around the court. Good bounce pass inside. Torres Reyes strips it out, and the Eagles will have it.
Number 3, Kay McClellan.
Kay McClellan goes in for the Terriers as well, the freshman out of North Conway, New Hampshire. That one knocked out of bounds. Benicki, quick hands, gets in the way of the pass from Torres Reyes to Richards. Cameron Neal comes in. Richards pass to Reyes, thought about the three, drives in, back out. Richards again, long pass, far side, Neal. Straightaway three from Torres Reyes, rattles around. Terriers have it, taken right back by Wyman. Goes to the basket and foul called. Danielle Dow is going to head to the line. Chance to make some nice, easy baskets to stop this a little bit of a stall for the Eagles. Still a 31-point advantage.
Yeah, neither team's really gotten much done offensively here in this last kind of 5-minute run or so.
Danielle goes 0 for 2 at the line. 2 minutes left on the clock here in this first half.
Both teams scoreless over the last 3 minutes. Obviously that point right there breaking that.
In the corner now, trying to get around Richards is McClellan. That one poked out of bounds by Neal. Terriers will inbound again on the near side. Here's Haggerty over to Loring. Now Alderman drives in, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Got to put something up in the corner. This one goes way short. Terriers still have it, but it did not touch the rim or the glass, and the shot clock expires. They're going to say that actually did deflect off of the rim, so it will actually be the Terriers' ball. Haggerty inbounds. Loring puts it up. That one falls in. Holly Loring putting the Terriers in double digits for the first time today. Dow tries to get that second chance and steals it right back. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Terriers, and they'll have it. Here's Alderman, sophomore out of MDI. Hands it off to McClellan. Quick hands again from Wyman. Torres Reyes comes up with it. Got to secure this. Pressure coming quickly from McClellan. A three ball. That one just glances off the rim. Dow keeps it alive inside to Wyman. Can't get it up. That was blocked from behind by Loring. And a foul called on the near side. Terriers will keep it. That was Richards getting a little bit too handsy with Haggerty.
Really a great play there by Dow to keep that one in play. Obviously Wyman still had player all over. Couldn't quite get that one up cleanly. But still some nice gritty offensive plays down there.
Torres Reyes steals this one off to Richards this time. Cross-court pass. Neal thought about it, drives in, off the glass, can't get it. Wyman goes down hard going for that rebound. And McClellan comes back the other way, trying to get around Reyes. That one knocked down and a foul called. I believe this one's going to go against Neal.
Husson foul at number 25, Cameron Neal. Her first, team second.
Bounded McClellan far side. 15 seconds left as that one kicked by Torres Reyes. 14.2 left as Haggerty's got to inbound it again. This time finds Fortin. That one knocked down by Richards. 10 seconds left for the Eagles as Richards comes back the other way on the fast break. Can't lay it in. High off the glass. That one rolls in. 4.2 left. And almost another shot by Alderman. She thought about it, decided against it. 41-10 will be our score as we head into the half. Eagles scoring on all sorts of different ways, mostly by way of the three, as they have had a dominant first half over the Terriers. 31-point lead as we head into the halftime break. We're going to step aside on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back here out of the break, Ethan Moss alongside Avery Henningsen here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. It is 40-10 here in the third quarter of this women's basketball matchup. The Eagles have been on top since the opening minute and have not looked back. Huge part of that has been the three-point shot, one of which was reassessed back to a two-pointer, hence the score now being 40-10. But a little bit of another issue with our scoreboard, trying to get that fixed. But the halftime stats pretty telling in terms of the difference between the two teams. Thomas going 4 for 30 on all shooting attempts. Eagles going 16 for 40. So able to hit those shots a lot better. Again, they're getting those open looks and just able to knock them all down, especially with a lot of attention going Donovan's way. And on the other side, the Terriers have had great ball movement. They've been able to get some people open, get those open looks, but they can't quite get it to fall.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles here coming out of the half try to get Donovan up to that kind of game double-double. She's a point and 5 rebounds away. Rebounds a little bit tougher, but I think we might see the Eagles kind of feed her a little bit here, as I think they're continuing to have some clock troubles. Usually they're really pretty good with that clock. I know I've done some of the scoreboard. It's a pretty difficult thing to keep up with, especially with basketball, keeping the player points, fouls, and everything up there. It's a lot harder than like soccer, where you just have to kind of start and stop the clock over and over again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a difficult job, and I guess we'll take this moment to shout out everybody who helps run that at every level. You know, it's a difficult job. The parents that help run it in high school and earlier levels, and a lot of the staff members that help run it at the collegiate level. It's a lot of work to be able to do. Here's Donovan for 3, off the back iron, and rebound collected by Parent. But all those people very important, as we're also in the midst of D3's Referee Appreciation Week. Here's Cook again. This time she nails it. 43-10 as Cook knocks down another 3. Eagles well in control of this one. Here's Benicki back over to Jones. Outside, Hamilton thought about it, drives inside, bounce pass around Donovan. They try it again, and Donovan goes to the floor, getting the jump ball. It'll stay with the Terriers. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
A little more time here for them to set up a play potentially.
7 seconds left is the mark where Jones hits. Here's Cook again, same spot she hit it last time. This time passes away to Donovan. Thought about it, over to Price. Back into Donovan, floater. Rolls around and rebounded by Hamilton. Came flying in to secure that one. She goes quickly back the other way, trying to get around Cook. Donovan gets in the way of that play. No fouls or anything called on that one. No contact to draw one. Montigny, excuse me, that was Victor, kicked it back out. Now LePage fighting inside. That one gets away. Beals can't quite get there. Price, rather, can't quite get there. Terriers will take over right in front of the Eagles bench. Here's Benicki. Back to Parent. Jones drives, pulls up. This one falls short. Terriers still keep it, though. Hamilton thought about the 3, drives around, runs into Donovan, puts up a shot. That one kept alive. 5 seconds left. Another shot falls out. And the Eagles finally take it away. Here's Cook, free on the other side. Can't lay it in. And the Terriers get it right back.
Yeah, that's one that Cook's going to want to have back. Had the full run of the court. That one around her and just couldn't quite manage to get that one up and in. Sometimes that can be tricky, though. You're used to kind of trying to score over people, got players around you, and then all of a sudden you get that one where it's like, oh, there's no one near me. That makes it really hard out there.
This one a three knocked down by McVicker, her second of the night. 46-12. Jones back to the basket, kicks it out to Hamilton. Now Benicki, same thing, can't go anywhere with it this time. Gets it off, Jones away, deep three. That one kept alive, but loses the handle, and scooping it up is McVicker. She goes back the other way, gets it around Parent, and that one's stolen right away, out of bounds. Terriers ball.
Entering for Thomas, number 5, Charlene Butera.
Charlene Butera comes in, senior guard out of Portland. Gets this one into the corner now. Gets it around, long pass goes to Jones. Now Parent back inside, here's Fortin. Back to the basket, kicks it out. Straight away now, driving is Jones, trying to get it over the top of Donovan. Doesn't give way as she gets that rebound, and the long pass goes awry. Price was the intended recipient. Coming in to scoop that one up is Butera. She kicks it back out. Parent, long three straight away. Off of front iron. Butera again with the rebound. Working around Donovan, has that one rejected. LePage scoops it up, and McVicker has it. Driving in, off the glass, Donovan has it, and an easy bucket for Donovan on the second chance.
Cook almost coming in there with the kind of nifty steal on the defensive full court pressure. Sometimes the Eagles like to do that with a couple of those smaller guards who are quick. They kind of push them up a little bit, and they just kind of drop in and take one on the opposite end.
Benicki back out. Now Fortin to Benicki again. She'll take it beyond the perimeter with 7 on the shot clock. This one a quick shot, put up and good from Fortin. Timeout called on the side of the Terriers. We're going to step aside for this one and be back in 30 on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back out of the break, Eagles have it on their side. Montigny takes it up court. Looking against Haggerty. Cook on Butera. Now Donovan back to McVicker. She'll drive, working glass side, banks it in. Benicki again. Kicks it over to Butera, quickly inside now as they look to get it back out. Nowhere for Kabwala to go. Butera drives, has that one. Quick hands from Price to knock that one down. Eagles have it again. Porter into Donovan. Long pass cross court. Montigny thought about the three. Gets it over back to Porter. She drives, tries to go through Butera, can't get it. Cook wide open now. She drives, floats this one up, and it rolls out. Rebound collected by Kabwalo. She'll take it up the court. Quick passes here. Alderman thought about it. Back out. Then Nikki drives in inside. Kabwalo fouled. And she'll head to the line. Donovan, just her first foul of the day. Wonder if someone's kept track of all of Donovan's fouls and where they came in a game. Maybe this might be the latest she's picked up her first foul, it feels like.
She's normally pretty clean. Obviously, I think some of the fouls that she gets given against her are more just she knocked into someone and they kind of went flying. But on that one, definitely got a little bit too much arm on the shot.
Donovan takes a rest as Scanlon comes in along with Richards. And Montigny, Terriers keep it off the rebound, try to lay it in, but she'll go right back to the line. Kabwalo, good effort to get it back. Had another shot at 2.
Kabwalo at the line again for Thomas.
Kabwalo generally a good free throw shooter, shooting at 71%. Missed these 3 so far. Her 4th. She makes. Richards inbound quickly. Here's Scanlon, far side. Eagles working perimeter. Here's Montigny, top of the key, gets it over Torres Reyes. 12 on the shot clock. Kick back out, deep 2 is off the glass. Collected again by Kabwalo. This one, errant pass goes right into the hands of Scanlon. Torres Reyes, quick feed into Porter. Off the glass and in. Porter, good move inside on Butera.
Great finish there from Porter to try to get that one up over the top of that Thomas defense. The good feed in from Torres Reyes, but also did a nice job on the finish.
Richards runs into some traffic. They get it out via Scanlon. Rebounded by the Terriers on Richards' shot. Alderman gets around, slows it down a little bit. 2:30 left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Poulin, that one rattles around. Scanlon collects. Now Torres Reyes. Montigny inside. Had a good chance and didn't take it, with Butera closing quickly and then misses it. Loses it out of bounds for the turnover. Poulin takes it up. Porter comes out to meet her. Butera has it, top of the key. Torres Reyes, close guard. Take it inside, Kabwalo. Back out, Alderman, trouble corralling it with 7 now, hoists it up, got it. An awkward shot, but it pays off. Alderman knocks it down, and on the other side, tough contact as Montigny goes down.
That was a couple bang-bang plays there from Thomas. Obviously, that big 3-point shot there from Alderman. I think she's had a couple of those here tonight. Those kind of difficult shots, difficult plays. And then you had the foul on Montigny at the far end that was just almost getting a little bit too physical. You see that a lot, I think, in games like this. Obviously, back-to-back nights now that the Eagles have kind of dominated this Terrier squad, especially here tonight. Gotten a little bit better here in the second half. But I think probably some frustration starting to boil over a little bit for this Terriers team.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's only natural. You know, sometimes you're having a hard run at it in a sport, and it's really, really hard to keep your composure. Especially when you're a team that really isn't maybe used to being in that situation. The Terriers 8-11 coming into this game certainly had their fair share of winning this year as well.
Especially recently coming into this one as well. They had a couple wins over Leslie, went over Farmington as well. Part about midway in that Eastern Conference side of the pack. It's still led by Maine Maritime and Husson. It's looking like Maine Maritime will probably secure that #1 seed again this season.
Couple of turnovers these last two possessions, as Pena has it right at the logo, trying to let something develop and direct traffic. They're going to sling it around. There's Coolin with it. Top of the key, decides not to drive. Another three by Alderman off the glass. Richards with the rebound. Pushing the pace to Porter off the glass. This one misses and out of bounds. It's going to be Terriers' ball. Alderman got back quickly to challenge that. Play to Haggerty over there on the wing. Jordan has that pass knocked away, intended for Coolin. Pena will inbound right down below us. Alderman tried to get it in to Jordan, just ahead of her on that cut, and it goes out of bounds, Eagles ball. Driving is Reyes. Has that one stripped, but a foul called. It'll be on the side of the Eagles. They will maintain possession.
We'll see what they try to draw up here. Final 7 seconds of the third quarter. The Eagles will probably try to drain this one all the way down, try to take one final shot here.
Inside to Porter, off the glass, gets it in, 2.4 at that mark, and the clock expires before the Terriers can think about another shot. 56-18 is the way we're going to head into the fourth quarter here from Bangor. Back out of the break, and if you're wondering why some of the women's coaching staff on the side of Husson is wearing some cowboy attire, it's country and western night here in the Newman. We're up here sporting some flannels, which may not have been the right move considering how hot it is up here.
I think the women's team, it definitely embraced the country western theme a little bit more than the men's team. It seemed like a lot of them coming into the night were a little bit more leery about having to listen to country music during their warm-ups. Women's team came in all wearing flannels and cowboy hats.
Good amount of our fans sporting flannels and cowboy hats as well. Again, flannel, good move for outside, not a great move for inside. It's a little toasty up here. Pena inbounds on the far side. Alderman has it. Still really nowhere to go around that corner. They finally do with Haggerty. This one, a three, knocked down. Coolin takes it.
It's really been the big difference maker. Not really difference maker, but really the big way that Thomas has scored here tonight is those three-point shots.
Yeah, and they're starting to find that basket a little more as this night has gone on. Of course, it's going to be few and far between where you have a half going 4 for 30. That one rolls in. Jordan this time. Stretch the floor to Porter. Off the glass, that one too short. Porter fighting for it with Alderman, who wins it. And a foul called. And Isaac comes in as well as Emily Parent.
Eagles foul on number 21, Michaela Porter. Her first, team's first. In the game for the Terriers, number 11, Ayla
Fakes.
Isaac, and number 44, Emily Parent.
Now over, Isaac has it. Martinez, good guard on that one. Another three from Coolin. She knocks another one down. Anna Coolin feeling herself from deep. Back-to-back threes. Still a 30-point game. Nonetheless, feels a little bit more exciting in here still. Loud crowd in the Newman Gym. Trapped in the corner is Pena. Jump ball called. Terriers with the arrow have it. Here's Coolin again. Martinez knocks this one away. She gets free. She'll slow it down, drives to the basket, high off the glass. Porter with the rebound off the glass again. Scanlon knocks it over. And the Terriers come up with it as Coolin gets through. She's fouled on that play and goes down hard. She will be heading to the line.
It looked like the Eagles got caught a little bit off track there. They had that breakaway at the far end. Sometimes when you have those breakaway type plays, all of a sudden it can break down on the other end if you don't manage to get those ones to fall.
For the Terriers, number 13, Benicki, and number 21, Paige Lafferme.
Benicki and Lafferme coming in for the Terriers. This one, good floater from Isaac. Here's Richards. Into the corner, Porter, quick pass back into Richards, has that one wrestled with and knocked out of bounds by Benicki.
Seems like the Eagles are trying to do that thing where they feed the ball inside. Obviously works well with some of those bigger players, but with the guards, it's not quite working out there.
Isaac gets it back over. Lafreniere in the corner. This one a three from Parent. Front iron, rebounded by Scanlon. Richard gets around, pushing the pace. She's going to go right to the basket, coast to coast. Can't get it. And Isaac gets the rebound, but Porter steals it right back. Martinez has that one off the glass, goes straight away three for Scanlon. Got it.
Big bucket there for the Eagles. They had slowed down a little bit. Obviously, Thomas still really far away in terms of kind of coming back in the game. For the Eagles, you don't want to have a bunch of momentum in the first half of play and then just kind of break down once they're already up 30. That's not what Coach Walker wants. She wants this team to be consistent throughout the game. And those big kind of playoff performances later on in the season, you can't have streaks and then kind of slow back down and then have a streak of scoring. You need to be able to be consistent throughout with kind of highs, but your lows still stay really solid.
Those lows have stayed solid today, and those couple of droughts that the Eagles have been broken pretty quickly, and often by a three. Fighting for that one is Beals. She gets it back inside to Wyman, can't roll it over the top. And out of bounds, last touch by the Terriers. Last touch by the Eagles, rather. They'll get it back as Kay McClellan will come back in for Thomas. Six minutes left to play. As Benicki feeds inside to Parent. Good passes around. That one goes into the hands of Richards. Right place, right time. That one knocked down. Terriers take it right back. Couple consecutive turnovers.
Almost a great pass there from Richards, trying to find Beals out on that wing. Just couldn't quite manage to feed it all the way through.
That one, got a hand on that, was Beals. This one inside. Eagles have it, coming back the other way now is Richards. Richards trying to find somewhere to go with it, closely guarded by McClellan. Good hands in there as Wyman Now posts up, gets it back out to Dow, driving off the glass, can't roll it in. Wyman knocks it away, but Banicki comes up with it. Long pass to Parent. Another long pass, they go opposite side to Isaac. Richards close guard on that, switches to Beals. Another cross-court pass from the Terriers. They're going to keep this ball movement good. 7 on the shot clock. That one put back by Lafreniere. Timeout called on the side of the Terriers. We're going to step aside for this one as well. 58-30, 4:41 left to play here from the Newman. Eagles will have it on the far side of the court. Martinez to inbound. 4:41 left to play here today. Eagles looking to improve to 11-9 and rattle off a 3-game win streak. Foul called this time on Loring. That's going to send Wyman to the line.
Yeah, they're seeming to heat up right now at the right moment in the season. Obviously, you don't really want to have a hot start to the season and cool down as the season goes along. The Eagles, not really the best start to the season that they would have loved to have, but definitely as the season's gone on, they've had some big performances down the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's when it really comes into play. Like you're saying, those late season into the playoffs, you want to build that momentum as best you can. A lot of times, especially at the professional level, we see maybe lower-seeded teams. They get hot at the right time. They make the playoffs. They go on a great run. Saw that out of the Phillies a couple of years ago. Of course, eliminating my Padres.
It's not always the best team that wins the championship, or the best team from the regular season that wins the championship. It's a lot of times that team who can get hot for just the 3 games that you need to for the playoffs, and or the Eagles right now trying to get that momentum started before the playoffs begin.
Travel called on Isaac. Had trouble collecting her dribble. Here's McVicker. Feeds inside to Wyman. Driving, takes the contact, and another foul. Wyman's going to go back to the line.
And really for the Eagles, they didn't win either of their matchups against Maine Maritime, who's that #1 seed right now. But in both of those, they kept it a very close game throughout. Both of them looked like if the Eagles had gone a little bit hotter on the shooting end at points, they could have definitely kind of come back and won those type of games. And I think it's a good situation to be in going into the playoff scenarios against that Maine Maritime team. You don't necessarily want to be the team who's the favorite. Sometimes it's better to be that team who lost twice in the regular season, and now coming into the later part of the season, they kind of have that underdog mentality out there.
Yeah, that underdog mentality. A lot of times we talk about that third matchup between teams being the one that causes that flip back in favor of maybe the team that lost those 2 regular season meetings, like you're saying. So absolutely a chance for the Eagles to go on a great run, especially the way that they have been playing down this last little stretch. And a lot of that relies on the big center, number 30, and Bailey Donovan having a great playoffs as well. Of course, MMA matches up a little bit better in terms of size to Donovan.
You see the games that she struggles the most in are those games where there's another player on the other team who at least kind of matches her somewhat in the height department out there. Against teams like this Thomas one, she can really have her way both offensively and defensively. There's no one who can really cover her on those ends.
There's Butera, hands off to McClellan. Inside now, that one. Quick hands from Beals. She steals it back the other way. Now breaks free, one to beat off the glass. And a weird rebound is finally collected by McClellan as she pushes the pace back the other way. Gonna elect to stall it now. Drives, lays it up, and a foul called. She's gonna head to the line to shoot two. 2:44 left to play.
Foul number 23, Macy Beals. Her first, team's third. Kay McClellan shooting two.
Hits the first. And the second. Beals over to Martinez. Gets free on the inside. There's Dow. Nobody in the post for her to go to. That was the game plan there. McClellan back outside. Now inside, Loring trying to post up Wyman. Can't get it. Martinez to Beals. The hard foul on the offensive side. Able to get back and set her feet was Lafreniere. Driving, puts this one up off the back of the glass, swatted out of bounds by Wyman. Terriers will keep. Just under 2 minutes left to play, 29-point advantage for the Eagles. This one over the top, collected by Butera after that one bounces around, hangs on to it. And a jump ball called, but the Eagles will have it. This one in, Martinez will take it up. Now to Neal. Wyman top of the key, over to Beals, quick pressure from McClellan. Slinging it back inside, Neal still nowhere to go. Beals drives inside and is fouled. He's gonna take a trip to the line. Foul was called on McClellan.
Foul number 3, Kay McClellan. Her second, team's third.
Beals, short wing, no help, and another foul.
Foul number 3, Kay McClellan.
20 left to play as Neal will inbound on the near side. Martinez inside to Wyman. Can't get it over the top. Beals couldn't get that one. Loring comes down with it. Into the corner, three ball off the front of the rim. Beals collects. Wyman hits the deck a little hard. After that one falls just short. Gets up and will head to the line.
Almost a good play up through the middle there by the Eagles. Wyman almost sacrificing the body there for that one. She's been excellent from the line here tonight. I think probably a season high in points for her.
Coach Walker had an opportunity to show off her bench today. Get a lot of minutes for players who generally don't get as many.
The Eagles up early in this one were able to bring in that bench pretty quickly. A lot of players who scored pretty good nights so far. Wyman sitting at 5 points in about 12 minutes of play. Coming into the game,
until noon time on Monday.
Coming into the game with just 11 points on the season, so definitely a big contribution for her.
5 points tonight, and the scoring's been pretty spread out between all the players that have been able to get some playing time in this game.
And only 3 or 4 of the Eagles who played, the entire team, their entire roster who's active right now played in this one. And only, I believe, 4 of those not getting up on the board.
Dow back out Martinez. Drives inside, back out to Neal, also driving. Deals with it, same spot, goes around. Bounce pass goes wide to Wyman. She collects. Martinez again makes the defender miss, puts it up, and that one rattles around. 10 seconds, or 9.4 will be the official mark with the Terriers to inbound. But 63 to 34, our final score today. Eagles taking the victory over the Terriers, second night in a row. They're going to extend a win streak up to 3 now. They're going to look to continue this hot streak heading into next week versus UMFK. That's going to be right back here in the Newman Gymnasium at 6 p.m. Again, looking to continue this streak into the heart of North Atlantic Conference play and heading into championship season. A great game for the Husson women today. Great game for the Husson men as well. For Ethan Moss, Avery Henningsen, we'll say so long, partner, from Cowboy and Western Night.